German Jugendamt is not a friendly authority. They told me lies. They deported me to psychiatry without a reason. They told me that my mom has a psychosis. But why did they take me to psychiatry? But why did they come with police and weapons in their hands? Why did the judge sign a paper without trial? Why had they ordered to shoot my parents if they don't let me go with the Jugendamt? Why did the police laugh when I was telling them about my rights in Article 6 on the constitutional law? Why wasn't I allowed to have contact with my parents then? Why wasn't my lawyer allowed to have contact with me? I told the judge that I know my mother now for 12 years and did not find anything abnormal. Why did they arrest me in psychiatry for 4 months? First time when I was 7 years and second time when I was 12 years. Why didn't I have school lessons there? Why did they terrorize me, give me pills, even if I was not ill, hurt me on my back, locked me in and tell me horrible stories about my parents? One time when my parents were allowed to see me for short, I told my mum, "This feels like police coming and putting your handcuff on to bring you to jail." At this time I was 7 years old. I was 7.5 years when I came free and my mother had to flee with me, by night in a snowstorm with an old car, with no heating, in 700 kilometers to Berlin. We had to go alone because my daddy wanted to keep our new house and needs his work to pay the mortgage. We were 3 years in Berlin's asylum. I missed my father. Every 4 weeks for 1 day he was able to come. Mummy was often crying. Then the next shock. My beloved mum became deadly ill. In the Charité they found a head tumor, not to be extracted. Our house had to be sold with loss. Mum and I had to leave Berlin because my dad still had his work. So we must go back into the same area of the Hell Jugendamt Brussels. But why did my sister Agnes had to die? Because they had taken her away years ago? Because they did even worse things to her? Because she knew too much? Because she announced to bring all out? Why did they take me away a second time when I was 12 years? Because my parents wanted the Jugendamt to open the file there? Because my parents asked about Agnes' death? Because my mother investigated herself with friends and retired CID officers? Because she found out that this is one of the greatest and brutal crimes of after World War era? Because she found out that there is a serious political background? What do you think can I stand? I lost my home. I had to fear of my freedom. I had to fear of my life. I had to fear to lose my parents, and I have to fear to lose my mommy because of this tumor. Because of so many fears, I peed in my underwear. I was sleeping under my bed. I was hiding bread. I bit my nails, and I was stuttering. My parents gave me all their love, and today I do nothing of this. My mommy gave me all her power, and now there is no left, and she is ill. What is a life worth? What is a child worth? I would like to speak for all kidnapped children by the German Jugendamt. You all outside there. You all in the United Nations. You all in every religion. Please help these children. Aren't we all brothers and sisters? What you do to one of those, you have done to me.
Think about the generations and to say we want to make it a better place for our children and our children's children, so that they know it's a better world for them, and think if they can make it a better place.
There's a place in your heart, and I know that it is love, and this place is much brighter than tomorrow. And if you really try, you'll find there's no need to cry. In this place, you feel there's no hurt or sorrow. There are ways to get there if you care enough for the living. Make a little space, make a better place. Heal the world, make it a better place for you and for me and the entire human race. There are people dying. If you care enough for the living, make a better place for you and for me. If you want to know why, there's a love that cannot lie. Love is strong, it only cares for joyful giving.